Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go now.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here we
So
go.
from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good. Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Steven Sims on a return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around.
Pickett lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Pickett and the Steelers are winning a big play here. 4-1 after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now Hill to return it. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Check right. Ready?
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second and 2, Tua. This will be caught at about the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And going deep for Hill. And guy's man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. That makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Sims now from his end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams...
And this ball will be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Stay.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good. Sanders, and it's held 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that takeaways each and every attempt.
Looks like we've got a down set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw, Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 9 from the 44. Pickett back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back
to their own 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The right side open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, here's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield and protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So life out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. It's safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Tua going to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
10 cycles. Red, yellow.
Tua now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready,
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter, I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one. Huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, 1. Ready?
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, Mostert. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it,
keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. On the draw, it's Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A run with Mostert up the middle. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. You go after the early drives. You can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 4 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and 14. Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Miami Dolphins and themselves. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here. So Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, away! 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 Go ahead, go ahead.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Throw left side. McCaffrey's good. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. A turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got a man. Complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. Breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
This league of coordinators works so much about drawing up the way around, misconnections and stuff. They get precision controls and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But when you go on the road, you're hoping to make plays
Here we go.
Take the crowd out of the game. I think it's a pretty good example right there.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
Like
ahead.
that never hurts, especially in the first quarter. Maybe help to set the tone a little bit.
Could settle them down, get them into the game a little bit easier without that crowd moving against them.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Garoppolo again. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel.
Here we go, here we go.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. To the double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming in. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
11, 21, 21.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half party.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo out to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So on 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's back in the backfield and goes backwards.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So he picks it in one end zone, brings it all the way down inside the red zone. And he took a gamble, didn't he, Brandon? I mean, he intercepted that in the end zone. Could have taken a knee there. They get the ball on their own 20. Great job taking the ball away. He takes that chance, brings it out, and boy, what a conversion that turned out to be. They hand it off to Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Strike! Check! Strike! Hey, close field!
Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on their lead. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
55.
Well, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously the interceptions, things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
11.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Garoppolo on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When they didn't accomplish their goal, they didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play that's up in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Okay, ready?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Slot man moves right. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Right.
Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got room. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
second down. Here's Mostert again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Rolling to his right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 50. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Chiefs take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Well, so much for the opening drive being capped off by a field goal, CD. It's capped off by a touchdown after all, except I don't think in the manner that we were expecting.
No doubt about that, because you sent me a note earlier in the week saying you thought special teams might play a big role in this one. I don't know that you expected it this early in the game.
No, I didn't. That was a pretty impressive play, and what a way to get their first points. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown and the field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold.
He's got him in. Complete. Try. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 75 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he's got some space here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
22 middle. 43 rail. Opposite. 3.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 44, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go. Real green.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now 3rd and 10. That ends up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Yellow.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Eye on these two. Eye on these two.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue?
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good. Sanders. And it's going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 78 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen. Just
and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Nifty move. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
That's a free safety.
You got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all to the
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Now, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we see both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not every time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's getting thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point. Sanders. We are out tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mahomes now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run. It's going to wind up getting intercepted.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people play a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill 71 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good on Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was going for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Leads it to the tight end, Smythe. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready?
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Working with a 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.